Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WWE Flame. I am your host, NTCertified. We are in Dallas, Texas tonight, and we are just over a week away from the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and things are really starting to pick up. Let's get it started. And we kick things off tonight with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, set to go into one-on-one action with the Thorn of Evolution's side, Rey Mysterio. This is going to be an amazing contest to kick off the show. And here comes Rey Mysterio, the guy that has had Evolution's number as of late. Week after week, he seems to always come on top when it comes to a match against any member of Evolution. Amazing main event caliber match to kick off tonight's show. We have the Nature Boy Ric Flair and we have Rey Mysterio. Both men have been confirmed for this year's Royal Rumble matchup. 30 men. 15 from Flame, 15 from Dimension will compete for a chance to battle for their brand's World Championship at WrestleMania. The Flame champion is Drew McIntyre. And before we get into the story of Evolution and Rey Mysterio, let's go back to last week. We ended the show with Brock Lesnar defeating Johnny Gargano and Drew McIntyre making his way down to the ring and coming face to face with the Beast Brock Lesnar. I can confirm that at the Royal Rumble, Drew McIntyre will be defending his gold against the Beast Brock Lesnar, and that will happen in just over a week at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. So really huge matchup with a lot of implications. Drew McIntyre making his first title defense. If he wins, he goes on to the main event of WrestleMania. However, if Brock Lesnar wins the World Championship, he will be going to WrestleMania instead. Drew McIntyre goes to the back of the line. Drew McIntyre does not get a rematch prior to WrestleMania. He is out of the main event. Now, back to the story of Rey Mysterio and Evolution. So as of late, Rey Mysterio's had a lot of luck against members of Evolution. Week after week, he's been able to outsmart, he's been able to outwit Evolution. Most importantly, he has multiple victories over the Animal Batista. Up until 2 weeks ago, where he lost by countout to Batista, which wasn't the greatest of victories for Batista, but Batista will take any victory and call it a triumph. So Rey Mysterio's had the number of Evolution, and tonight he looks to get the win again over another member of Evolution in Ric Flair. But Ric Flair with the roll-up. One kick out by Rey Mysterio at 1. We have a great show for you here tonight. We will determine 3 of the 5 entrants into the Women's Royal Rumble here tonight. We will have Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus Mia Yim and Toni Storm in a rematch from Evolution. A match that has never concluded. We've tried twice, third time's the charm. Ric Flair is waiting for Rey Mysterio to come up and down. And a woo! And just like that, into the figure 4 leg lock. Rey Mysterio turning it over almost immediately, making his way out of the figure 4. Good for him. Shot by Ric Flair. Another hard shot, taking Rey Mysterio down to the canvas. Into the pinfall from Ric Flair. 1, 2. Kick out by Rey Mysterio. Ric Flair, a savvy veteran, 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. one of the most decorated stars ever in wrestling. Rey Mysterio with the Hurricane Rana to the ropes. He connects with the 619. Quickly into the ring and into the pinfall. One. Kick out by Ric Flair at 1. We are still early on in this contest. You are not going to take a man like Ric Flair down that easy. Rey goes to the top. Waiting for Ric Flair to pop up. Onto the shoulder. West Coast pop. West Coast pop. Kick out by Ric Flair. Flair kicks out of the West Coast pop. Almost a shocking victory by Rey Mysterio there. Actually, not very shocking because Rey has had a lot of luck as of late. Into the ropes. Flip over. Beautiful spinning heel kick by Rey Mysterio. Step up Enziguri. Into another roll up. Flair. 1, 2. Rey Mysterio climbing to the top. Frog splash. 1, 2. Ooh, kick out by Ric Flair at 2.5. Ladies and gentlemen, we will also see Peyton Royce versus Dana Brooke for another spot in the Women's Royal Rumble. Another splash by Rey Mysterio onto Ric Flair in the center of the ring. Ric Flair, or Rey Mysterio, I should say, should probably go for a pinfall. But instead, he's picking Ric Flair up off the mat. Ric Flair pushes him off. And just like that, Ric Flair takes the advantage, but Rey, with a corkscrew, taking Flair down, and Rey's not sure exactly what to do with Ric Flair. He's hit him with the 619. He's hit him with the frog splash. He's even hit him with the West Coast pop. Another Hurricane Rana. Could Rey be hitting a second 619? He hits a second 619. Instead of for the splash, he goes for the pin once again. 2. Ric Flair kicks out of the 619 for a second time in this match. And Rey's got to be frustrated. Nice head scissors takedown. I can't recall Batista kicking out of 2 619s. A West Coast pop, and a frog splash, but Ric Flair has managed to do that. If you remember back to week 1 of Flame, a second West Coast pop. 1, 2, kick out by Ric Flair. What is this man made of here tonight? If you go back to week 1 of WWE Flame, Ric Flair versus Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar barely came out with the victory. So Ric Flair is no slouch in the ring. Ric Flair with a corkscrew, but Rey Mysterio pops up out of nowhere. But Flair taking him down. Double underhook suplex. Beautifully done. Into another figure 4 leg lock. Can Rey Mysterio withstand it this time? And a rope break. Saved by the bell. In tonight's main event, ladies and gentlemen, we will see pinfall. 1, 2, kick out by Rey Mysterio. We will see Elias as he challenges yet another WWE Hall of Famer to a match at the end of tonight's show. Who will appear? Who will answer Elias' challenge at the end of the night? That remains to be seen. Stay tuned to WWE Flame. Rey Mysterio going back up to the top. What is it this time? Another frog splash from the top rope. Rey just staring at him now. Once again, another on the ropes once again. a third 619. I'm not sure how many more of those he can hit on Ric Flair. Will 3 be the charm? 2, 3. Oh! Ric Flair kicked out again. Can you freaking believe it? Ray to the top, trying to seal the deal with a frog splash. 1, 2. Rey Mysterio puts down the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Here is your winner, Rey Mysterio.
Add Ric Flair to the list of Evolution members that have fallen to Rey Mysterio. He defeats Ric Flair in an awesome contest as he moves on to the Royal Rumble in just over a week.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce. And from Cleveland, Ohio, Dana Brooke.
Women's Royal Rumble qualifier, ladies and gentlemen, Peyton Royce of the Iconics going one-on-one with Dana Brooke here tonight. Neither woman have ever gotten a one-on-one women's championship match. This is their chance to do so. The winner of this match will join Chyna, Sasha Banks, and Shayna Baszler from the Dimension roster, and Kairi Sane from the Flame roster, who qualified last week for the Women's Royal Rumble as the fifth qualifying entrant in this year's Women's Royal Rumble match. And then just after this, we'll have a tag match between Mia Yim teaming with Toni Storm versus Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. And the winners of that match will qualify also for the Women's Royal Rumble match. Billie Kay had her chance last week. She came up a little bit short, not qualifying for the Women's Royal Rumble. So Peyton Royce definitely looking to avenge the loss of her partner and get herself into the matchup. This year's Women's Royal Rumble is very competitive. Only 10 women competing for the Women's Royal Rumble title. The winner, of course, going on to WrestleMania to challenge either Becky Lynch or Molly Holly. Both women getting buys all the way through to WrestleMania. They will be in their respective women's main events at WrestleMania. And Peyton Royce is all over Dana Brooke right now. Dana Brooke could really use a big win here tonight. A lot of people overlook Dana Brooke. A lot of people feel that Dana Brooke is not very competitive. This would be a good showing for all the naysayers out there to show them what she's made of. And she can do that by doing exactly what she's doing right now. Taking control of the match. You know, keeping the pressure on her opponent. Peyton Royce, not known for her single stardom either. She's more so known for being part of the Iconics. That was a nice Death Valley driver into the pin. 1. Kick out by Dana Brooke at 1. Peyton Royce needs to stay on the attack if she expects to win this match. The Royal Rumble in just over a week. Both World Heavyweight titles will be on the line. Drew McIntyre will be facing the Beast Brock Lesnar. Over on the Dimension roster, it looks like Edge will be facing The Undertaker in a last man standing match. Peyton Royce going to the outside. into a submission maneuver. Wow, looks like some type of like spider submission of some sort. Oh, and a kick to the face, and Dana falls hard to the outside. We thought Billie Kay was aggressive last week. Peyton just showed a lot of aggression there. Ladies and gents, I have just been informed that Triple H will open next week's Flame show. He has something that he wants to say to Rey Mysterio. He has a proposal for Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio just moments ago beating Ric Flair. He's been a real thorn in the side of Evolution, and it seems like Triple H, he's on Triple H's radar now. And Triple H has a proposal for Rey Mysterio next week here on Flame. Dana Brooke with a nice springboard splash there. 1, 2, kick out by Peyton Royce. I wonder what Triple H is going to have to say and if he's going to show up along with Evolution. Ooh, sit out bomb by Dana Brooke. That's the finish. Kick out by Peyton Royce. Hurricane Rana by Peyton Royce, capitalizing on that small split second. Oh, she misses the split. She misses the split. This is Dana Brooke's chance. Dana with the suplex. Stalling suplex, showing that strength. Squats. Showing that power and that beautiful suplex. Peyton Royce rolls to the outside. Dana Brooke with the shots. Into the ring. Peyton following suit. Spinning around. Oh, spinning kick. That's it from Peyton Royce. 1, 2. Peyton Royce gets the Duke and qualifies for the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. Great showing by Peyton. Peyton moves on, avenging the loss of Billie Kay last week. One of the Iconics is in the Royal Rumble match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. And their opponents first, from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni.
We are following up with another Women's Royal Rumble qualifying match. Just a few moments ago, we saw Peyton Royce defeat Dana Brooke to qualify for the Women's Royal Rumble. Now, it's tag team action, and the winner of this tag team match will qualify for themselves and their partners in this match. So either Fire and Desire will earn their spots in the match, or Toni Storm and Mia Yim will earn their spots in the match. So over the last month or so, Toni Storm has had this issue with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Being defeated by Mandy and Sonya in singles action, you know, thinking that the numbers game was a little bit too much for her, so she challenged them to a tag team match, and she went and she found Mia Yim. Mia Yim making her debut here on Flame. And ever since then, these women have never finished an actual match. Both matches ending in disqualification or either countout. So this is the third match. This is, I guess, the rubber match per se, and there must be a winner. We will not accept a countout. We will not accept disqualification, pinfall, submission only. There needs to be a winner. Only two can advance. Toni Storm with the nice Death Valley driver there. Drop kick by Storm. Sonya Deville on the outside. Kick to the face by Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is sneaky. Slapping her in the back of the head, the ultimate insult. You don't go slapping people in their head. It's just rude. I did mention a little bit ago that we do have qualifiers for the women's Royal Rumble match already. Half of the field is already set. And we have some really crafty veterans like Chyna and Sasha Banks in the match already. Shayna Baszler already qualifying for the match. Kairi Sane. Peyton Royce. And we're about to have two more. And Mandy just used an awesome power slam on Toni Storm. A lot of people look at Mandy Rose and they just think, you know, she's pretty, she's good looking. You know, she can't hold her own in the ring. But that is the complete opposite. Mandy Rose can handle herself in the ring, and she has the power to back it up. And that's what a lot of people don't know about her. You know, being a former fitness model, she can definitely hold her own in the ring. And the same goes for her tag team partner, Sonya Deville. And that's looking at that body slam. Picture perfect, amazing. The set out face buster. Just using her power advantage over Toni Storm there. One. Kick out by Toni Storm. And in just a few moments, we will have our main event. We have Elias challenging an unnamed WWE Hall of Famer. Someone is going to accept the challenge. Who that is going to be, we will find out in just a little bit. Elias looking to take out all of the legends of the game prior to his Royal Rumble win, or his supposed Royal Rumble win in just a week's time, where he goes on to WrestleMania, defeats whoever the champion is, and then he becomes his own legend. But on the way, he's going to take down other legends in his path. That's what he's vowed to do. Mandy Rose with the face buster out of nowhere. 1, 2. Oh, a pinfall by Mandy Rose. Mandy and Sonya advance.
Here are your winners, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Shocking victory by Mandy quickly on Toni Storm, earning the spot in the Rumble match for her and her partner Sonya Deville.
Hello, I am Elias.
Who is going to answer the challenge? No way.
And his opponent from Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 260 pounds, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, is here on WWE Flame. One of the last things that I would have thought I'd see in 2020 is a return of the $1 Million Man stepping out of retirement to face Elias. And looking like he has not lost a step. He is all over Elias in this match. So coming up next week, guys, and so this main event is great, but looking forward, we have so much coming up for you, so much content here on WWE Flame. With the Royal Rumble coming up, times are exciting. All of the women who came up short in their respective Royal Rumble qualifying matches will face each other in a last chance battle royal next week, the winner earning the last spot for the Women's Flame roster. We will also open the show with Triple H. Triple H has a proposal for Rey Mysterio. What that's going to be, I cannot even guess. Cannot even think to guess what that is. We will also see the World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre, as well as his challenger Brock Lesnar, in addition to a lot of other things next week. So do not miss next week's episode of WWE Flame. Elias is going to have to do something to get back in this match if he plans on going into the Royal Rumble with another W under his belt. Elias thinking that he's going to win the Rumble, he's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's going to create his own legend, but not before taking out a bunch of other legends in the process. Elias, ooh, with a hard spinning clothesline on Ted DiBiase, taking him out of his boots. And Elias believes that all of the legends of the past aren't worthy of their Hall of Fame status. But DiBiase with a roll-up, one. Kick out by Elias at one. Elias is back up to his feet, and he takes DiBiase down quickly. Elias with the power advantage for sure. Up and driving him down with a power bomb. Elias using that power advantage. If it comes down to who's the stronger man, DiBiase's no slouch, but Elias has the advantage for sure. DiBiase with a back body drop. Elias ramming his head into the chin of DiBiase with a second power bomb. Just flaunting his strength all over the ring right now. It's ridiculous how strong Elias can be sometimes. And these are the types of surprises that you get on WWE Flame. Ted DiBiase coming out of retirement to face Elias in tonight's main event. Elias with a kick to the head, taking DiBiase out, picking him up, powering him up with a suplex, vertical suplex. Elias getting cocky right now. DiBiase bringing, a front suplex onto Elias. Shot to the face. Another right to the face. And I don't think Elias was expecting DiBiase to come back. 1, 2, kick out by Elias. I don't think DiBiase was expecting Ted DiBiase. Did I say Ted DiBiase? I meant Elias expecting Ted DiBiase to come out fighting like this, come out swinging. The $1 Million Dream! The $1 Million Dream on Elias, just like that. And just like that, DiBiase defeats Elias. Elias coming up short in the main event, my gosh.
Here is your winner, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I am your host, NTCertified. I do appreciate you. We will see you guys next week for WWE Flame. Ted DiBiase standing tall, but not before he embarrasses Elias, sticking a $100 bill in his mouth. See you guys next week.